official review. So right now what I'm currently reading is the Wolves of Mercy Falls series. So I'm in the middle of the second book, which is Linger. So be keeping an eye out for the review for that. So right now what I'm going to review is called Linger. Not Linger. Linger's the other book I was reading. This one I'm going to be reviewing Shiver, which is by Maggie. I can't pronounce her last name, but there it is. Not too great about pronouncing names or anything. So I'll start off by reading the back of the book. It goes, The Cold. Grace has spent years watching the wolves in the woods behind her house. One yellow-eyed wolf, her wolf, watched her back. He feels deeply familiar to her, but she doesn't know why. The heat. Sam has lived 2 lives. As a wolf, he keeps the silent company of the girl he loves, and then, for a short time each year, he is human, never daring to talk to Grace. Until now. The Shiver. For Grace and Sam, love has always been kept at a distance, but once it's spoken, it cannot be denied. Sam must fight to stay human, and Grace must fight to keep him, even if it means taking on the scars of the past and the fragility of the present and the impossibility of the future. So, with this book, I started reading it on the Nook. I started reading it pretty fast. I got through it like probably in a couple of days, actually. I wanted to read this book starting probably last year when I saw it on the shelves, but it was when all the vampire books were coming out and the craze with that was going on, and so I picked it up and I looked at it. I'm like, werewolves, that'll go at the bottom of my list and I'll check that out later. But then I finally picked up a copy of it, and I couldn't put it down since, so I kind of regret not reading this book sooner, so I could, have read it sooner, but it's something that I'm very happy that I did pick up. It is about a girl named Grace. She, at the age of 11, she was attacked by these wolves and dragged from her porch, and they were like eating her, and she blacks out. And then there's this one wolf with yellow eyes that while she was just laying there, he just kept staring at her and looking at her. And then over the years, she only sees him during the winter. Like, she'll see him at a distance. She'd go outside and read. She'd just always from a distance she'd see him just staring at her and watching her all winter. And then he just disappears during the summer, and she has no idea why. And then Sam, the wolf, he is human for the summer, and he's a wolf during the cold months. So he knew that he wanted to be with her, and he loved her from day one when he was watching her. So he'd always kept an eye on her, and then an accident happens and he shifts back into a human, and then they pretty much fall in love from there. She learns about his past and the stories behind it, and then some other stuff happens in the town. I'm not going to get into it because then it'll give it away. Some other stuff happens, and in the process of all this, they're falling in love, and they're kind of trying to find a cure for this, because this is his last year being able to shift from human to a wolf, because after that they just stay wolves. And so it's pretty much their love story and how it began and how they're trying to fight this. So, like I said, I'm not going to give anything away. He may get cured. He may not. It's something you'll have to find out yourself. So, the book was really good. I enjoyed it. And I actually it was like a week and a half ago, went to Maggie's book signing for her new book, The Scorpio Races, which is on my list to read. So I went to the book signing and I got to meet her. I got all my books signed. It was really cool, and it was really neat to meet her. She's a very spunky person, has a great personality, and it was great. So with that, this book runs about 390 pages. It's kind of intimidating, but not really. So if you guys want to see the cover in detail, there's the leaves and stuff, and the wolf down there watching from the forest from a distance. What I thought was really neat is the books are also, they're not black ink. They're the same color as the inside of the book, like the cover. Like this one, the pages, the print's blue. For Linger, the one that I'm reading now, the inside of it is green. And then for the last book of the trilogy is Forever. And the front of it's red, so the inside of it is red. So I thought that was pretty cool. So if you guys have any more questions about the books, what I'd recommend if you guys have already read this series, I will also do book recommendations too. So if you guys have any questions or anything, suggestions on books you want to see reviews on, I'm a huge fan of teen fiction, so that's mainly what my bookshelf entails of. So leave me comments, questions, video responses if you guys want to give me your opinion on the book too, or if you just want to discuss it, because I'm a huge freaking book nerd. I love it, and I don't really have that many friends that read, so it would be pretty cool to meet some people that share the same interest as I do. And there is my cat Willow. She wants to be in there too. Every time I freaking read, she is always on my book. Like, she wants attention. She just lays on top of the book. I actually have pictures of it. It's pretty funny. So, she's my other little book reviewer. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and stay tuned because I'm going to be doing a book overhaul of October.